really excited for this. So on June 23rd, that was approximately 3 months into the COVID lockdown, where we're not really going into work and sitting around the house, doing a lot of ordering out and drinking a lot of different types of beers. We were trying beers, and I realized I'm just putting on a lot of weight. This is not a good way to spend this time locked in. Why not see what I can do about going the other direction, see what I can do about getting more fit. So on June 23rd, that was the day where I started everything. Just completely gave up alcohol, went low carb, and picked up my old running shoes and went outside for a run. And that's when I figured I gotta get some new running shoes, because they had been converted into the dad lawn mowing shoes. So I picked up some new ones and wanted to show you what I got, and then I will be reviewing these as I put some miles on. But pretty excited because I've gone with a bunch of different types. I decided the goal I'm going for is, and that's Athena in the background cheering me on as she's getting her final dinner before sleep. But the goal I decided is, I've never really been in a race. I did a mini try once many years ago, just for the heck of it. But I decided everybody kind of does a marathon. They get older, and that's the thing to do, is do a marathon. I said, I want to do better than that. So the first race I signed up for is an Ultramarathon. It's a 50K, and it's at the end of January. Hopefully by January, we are out of these quarantine and lockdown phases, and I'll be able to run this thing. But 50K, it's a long way to go, but it gives me, 26 weeks to prep. So been geeking out on sneakers and things like that. So this is the brand HOKA One, or as I thought it was when I first purchased, HOKA One One, because that would make sense. These are considered, I guess by the foot doctors, the best shoe for people with foot problems and whatnot. A lot of people wear these just for walking around. This is the Bondi 6 from HOKA. It's the most padded shoe on the market, and I figured, why not give it a shot? I've got some different Nikes, I got some Brooks, and according to the professionals, you're supposed to have shoes for every situation. But these were on sale for $119.99. Figured I'd give them a shot, show you guys what they look like. Originally, I had ordered them. I normally wear a 9.5. I ordered them. The Nike trainers I got, I had to get those in a 10 because they didn't fit quite right, and I thought maybe I was wearing the wrong shoe size all this time. I can't go into a shoe store right now and get fitted because the Navy has restrictions on us going to anything unless it is absolutely essential. So I'm ordering, 2.8 billion pairs of shoes and then sending a pair back every day once I realize they don't fit. So originally I ordered these in a 10, a half size up, and I got them in wide. And those things were huge. Not to say these aren't clod hoppers, but they're certainly not that big. And what I've realized when I purchase some of these shoes and I try them on and I use the refund policy is you really have to put some miles on them first. They take a little breaking in just to see, do I need a wider shoe? But I have noticed every single brand is different. Now, I can tell you already, the HOKA One for the Bondi 6 at a 9.5, which is normally what I wear, the length is perfect. On my left foot, which I've now come to believe is a little wider than my right, I never have any problems with rub or any hot spots on my right foot, but my left pinky toe is like one giant blister. No matter how much I tape it up with Band-Aids on it and whatnot. Yeah, you think so, kid? So, look at these things. They're huge. The cushion on these, unbelievable. The bounce is fantastic. I'm really excited to go running in these, try them out, how comfortable they are. But I would walk in these if I wouldn't completely get thrown out of society for wearing these giant things. But take a look at this. it is extremely comfortable. So, like I said, after I put maybe 50 miles on, I'll do a review. So, other reviewers have said you can use them on a lot of different surfaces. To me, it seems like it'll last on the road. People say they get like 400 miles out of these. You know, who knows if I'll ever make it 400 miles, but we're gonna find out. After about 50, I'll give you my thoughts. They feel perfect on the sides, unlike some of the Nikes I have, which seem to run narrow. But excited. Bondi 6. All right. Second thing that came in the shipment. I'm pretty excited about these because this is something I've never done before. So apparently, when training for an ultra, it's not just like a marathon where you just go out there and you have your, every day you either work on your speed, your tempo, distance, long runs, endurance, things like that. You are supposed to work on time on your feet. And that is not how fast you can go, but how long can I stay upright and moving. So, and a lot of the training is, can I just, even if I have to walk 1 minute, run 5. You're just supposed to keep moving. So that's what we're working on for the 50K, but part of the training is you have to get out on trails. And the course I'll be running on is on an old Navy base, actually where they used to make the Hellcat from World War II. So a lot of history there, but it's going to be like half trail, half off-road, loops on, I think it's 6 miles around. I have to run it 5 times. So I have to work on some off-road stuff. So that's where I got the HOKA One One Mafate Speed 2. So whereas the Bondi 6 was like on sale for $119, these things are $170. I don't know why the big difference. They don't have as much cushion, as you can tell, compared to the Bondi 6. But what they do have is, remember Vibram? They used to make those crazy 5-finger shoes where you'd see people's toes wiggling. That were the biggest thing a few years ago for people that were into running. That if you ever tried those, and I did, they just make your feet hurt. So these are specifically for trails. They have extremely deep grooves, which, I'm in Florida, so it's not like there's a lot of elevation, but it definitely still has some cushion to it. You can tell these colors are awesome for the colorblind guy because they're like the only colors I can see, and everybody sees me clomping along on the streets when I run early morning before work. So these definitely, I got them in the 9.5 as well. They feel much more snug on the sides. That's something I'm concerned about. The wide were very wide, so I didn't think that was going to work, because if you're running on a trail and your foot's sliding side to side, you're just going to rub it raw on the top and sides. So I am a little concerned that it's going to be a little narrow, especially right at the beginning of the toe box for me, because that's just, it's always been a hot spot for me. But I'll let you know after 25 to 50 miles with these, just to see, because I've never been trail running before, so we'll see what happens, and I'll try them out. I think they look pretty awesome, so we'll see. But excited to try these. And then finally I got one more thing. So I don't know anybody else out there if you are, not much of a runner, just getting into running. But as I was starting, I would get a lot of pain underneath. So I'm doing the whole rolling out thing, working on that. I started as I was learning on YouTube how to run properly instead of just using my quads, how you're supposed to use your glutes. I was getting a lot of pain in my Achilles. So, I'm doing a lot of recovery stuff. And I picked these up, also made by HOKA. So this is their Recovery Sandal. It's used for around the house. It's got this kind of steep incline here, but almost a natural bump that really just stretches out your underfoot. These are, and I'm about to look like I came up in Portland by wearing these with socks. These are so unbelievably comfortable. Just to wear around the house. And some people complain that they can be a little tight on the sides if you get the wrong size. Again, I never have any problems with my right foot. My left foot, I can feel it a little bit here. I'll have to see if a hot spot develops. Or am I just going to have to nerd out and wear the socks while I wear these around the house? But teleworking, I work at home. I got my computer set up on a countertop in the kitchen because I like to stand. Sitting all day really just hurts my hip flexors. So standing all day, I usually have to put like a rubber mat under my feet. These are going to be awesome. So very much excited about these. These are my present to myself. I'm not going to be able to put a lot of miles on these and give you a review. I'll tell you right now, they feel great. So that's my experience so far. If you guys have any recommended shoes for any of the things I talked about one foot being a little wider than the other, let me know. Happy to try it out. And this is kind of my thing right now. I'm not spending money on anything else, but I am putting a lot of money into this training and getting ready for this ultra, which I'm pretty excited about. And let me know if you're doing anything cool that you're training for. But I will get back to you when I have more review on this stuff.